You guys there? Let us know.
Oh boy.
Is this better? Chris is here. You can restart now. Were you here when we were giving you all the accolades about your 1,000 subscribers?
He came just after it to say nice t-shirt that I was wearing.
Audio and video good. All right, guys. I am so sorry about that. Again, just let us know if it gets worse. If it gets worse, again, we're probably going to have to give it a wrap.
Right.
JJR, I can hear now. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys.
Now, I may be in the complete wrong video here.
You have to get out and go to the new one, honey.
Okay. I thought I'd...
Why are you going to subscriptions?
Because I have to go to your page.
It's falling apart!
Oh my gosh!
All right, guys, we're back. I have no idea what I was talking about. I think I was talking about our King Queen page that we have shut down. That is not, it's not on.
Right.
KingQueen.com is no longer with us. Right. I show 11 people on, so hopefully...
I've got 16 over here, so we're a little good. Candy's here, MTS, 44 Mad Guy, Fish Room Fever. Just follow the Yellow Brick Road.
All right, guys, sorry about that. Thank you for those who have come over, and we will delete that other one that we started. Niels Gambino, here. What is up? 1:20 in Belgian time. Wow, what are you doing? I hope you're partying and having a good time.
Wow, I can't stay up that late for nothing.
You can't get past 8 o'clock. So, are we good so far with buffering and
thank
sound?
you, Candy. Candy put the new stream link in the old stream.
Candy's the best. That's why we need Candy. Fish Room Fever, what is up, brother? I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Big Fish Deal. Chattanooga Ed, I need to talk to him. He's definitely going to be there, so we need to get his channel up on the Big Fish Deal page. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. Precious, I had a random thought today. If we started to use Goldfish Latin name, don't ask me to say that, would it be taken more seriously in the hobby?
Maybe.
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 You don't think goldfish are taken seriously in the hobby, Precious?
Not at all. If you say, I've got goldfish, I kind of check out. If you say
really?
Oh yeah, I kind of check out. I do. I don't have that appreciation and love for goldfish
when I think
that
about,
a Gooman does.
When I think about goldfish, the first thing that comes to my mind is feeder fish. So, all right, I don't know when we started to buffer, but I'm sure we got through Cassie's Critters. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
I'm sure we got all through the Mark De Niro All Natural Aquatics. If you haven't checked his channel out, definitely check him out. We talked about the Green Team Alliance. We talked about the Fish Tube Notification Squad. We were talking about River Life's community channel. These are all channels you can go to promote what you're doing on your YouTube channel. And then we were talking about our Facebook page that is open to you guys. And that we have shut down
the web page.
Now, we're going to get off of that, and
right.
we're going to, what is going on?
We're going to talk about the BFD.
We're going to talk about the BFD, which is happening March. Maybe he's getting excited because this guy's getting excited.
I think so.
We've got wine flying everywhere, and we got water flying everywhere from our tovies. It's something going on up in here. So anyway, March 13th. And which is Friday the 13th. Are you aware of that?
No, I did not know that, but hey, that should be fun.
You like stuff like that.
Well, I like creepy stuff, not things that go mess up.
Oh, well, they're going to be doing nano tanks, and there's going to be some classes, so that's taking place. What's up?
Neil said my female jag bit the head off my male jag.
What?
Oh, no, he was smaller.
Hello again, Madfish Diva. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming over. We got 36 on. All right. So far, and this is all done in alphabetical order, guys, because we all agreed, all of our YouTubers agreed, hey, this is not about subscribers. It's not about, stature in YouTube. It's not about numbers. This is all in alphabetical order. We're checking all our egos at the door, and we have just coming together as a big YouTube unit and supporting the Big Fish Deal, which is our main and only focus and goal to make this event successful. So, let's see. Alien Aquatics is going to be there. Big City Betas, which is Amber's going to be there. Fish Room Fever is going to be there, who's in the house right now. Fish Tank Barn Mike's going to be there. Jess Shrimp Granny's going to be there doing a demo as well. JH Aquatics is going to be doing a demo with Amber. King and Queen Cichlids, KG Tropicals, Michael's Fish Room has decided to show up and be there. Pet Tech, I love
Sean.
He's so cool. Q Aquatics, and then Rachel O'Leary. So that is quite the lineup that's going to be.
I mean, that is cram-packed full of people that you don't want to miss.
Yeah, so definitely come. Check it out. It's going to be a great time. Not only, it's not just about the YouTubers that are going to be there. It's going to be, the vendors are going to be there as well. We're going to talk about that. So let me...
Do we have a list of vendors?
I do have a list of vendors.
Right.
Check me out.
Jay Jr., be there with cash.
Yes.
Absolutely. Support everybody. Support the club.
That's great. So let me take this off. And then, so Super Cichlids.
Yep.
Want to talk about them?
So Super Cichlids they actually started kind of promoting in our local club, which is cool. And they now have opened a store of their very own, which is huge and amazing and fantastic. They sell online, they now sell out of the store, and they still do these great events.
Yeah, they have actually, Lisa, who is part owner with her husband Martin, has actually done talks at various clubs. She went to Uruguay with Matt and did some collecting, and they are fantastic. Make sure you check them out, supercichlids.com, and pre-order some stuff in case, because they can't bring everything.
Right, but if you pre-order it.
Yeah, they have some fantastic, they have a huge fish room with plenty of fish. Their inventory is on the website. If you want something, you can pre-order and they will bring it down.
And if you got little ones, they've got the green pleco stuffies too, which are really cool. They've got a lot of great line of aquatic stuffies.
Now, what we forgot to do was talk about the wine. So what's left of your wine over there?
What's left that I didn't drop on the floor? Before I drank, by the way. Chateau Morissette. It is a wine that we picked up in North Carolina when we were down there. It's a really nice sweet mountain.
And Scotty's drinking Mike's Hard Blackberry Lemonade. I think what might be a matter with us is that we haven't eaten since this morning.
We haven't since breakfast.
we had a really...
We may be hangry.
we had a really big breakfast and it was good, but we haven't eaten anything since. So, vendors, I don't know anything about E2 Aquatics. I don't know if you do.
Easy Aquatics?
Easy. Oh,
I thought that was Easy Aquatics.
I don't know anything about them.
I don't either.
Okay, that's fine.
I should have checked that out.
AB Spartan Aquatics.
Now, I know AB Spartans. They're a couple of really great guys. They bring in a lot of neat fish. And again, you can pre-order with all these vendors. Pre-order, get the fish you want off their websites.
A&B Spartans bring some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
like,
so...
We saw some platinum Bichers.
I think they had arowanas.
They have everything you can think of. Really cool dudes. Love them to death. Most of the time, we just go over there and sit down with them and chat with them all day long. What's up?
Mikey M said Snoop's wine, exclamation. Is this Snoop's wine? It's dog wine. I don't think it's a Snoop Dogg wine. Throw me off my game there.
So definitely check out A&B Spartans. Go ahead.
Carlos Contreras says Scott looks like Neo from the Matrix.
Right? Right? You know what I'm talking about? The next sponsor or vendor that's going to be there is one of my personal friends, Mike and his lovely wife, on Mike's Cichlids. They have a ton of incredible stuff that they're going to be bringing. Oh my God, red dove eyes, which are really rare. They have the Black Nasties. They have just about everything you can think of, from American cichlids to African cichlids. So again,
and a few supplies as well. They usually have bags and bubblers and things like that. And they have one of the best ladies cut T-shirts.
Yeah.
Not a lot of places make T-shirts for ladies. They make the men's T-shirts, which is great. But I like a nice V-neck lady cut shirt.
Hi, Liz. That's me. So Don Michelle said that's her. What's up, Caleb? How you doing? So many cichlids have the coolest names. All right, so I'm going to keep going here. The last vendors that I have are Gold Coast Aquatics.
Yeah.
Fat Fish Aquatics.
Never heard of them.
I've never heard of Gold Coast Aquatics. I know you do a lot of vendor stuff.
Yeah, I've heard of Gold from Coast Aquatics, but I don't know who they are.
And then the last one I am
Everyone
so excited about. Tangled Up in Cichlids is back in business.
Yep, new owners.
New owners, Jeff Rapps has decided to retire, move to Florida with his lovely wife, and live the good life. And my friend Kevin has taken over the business.
Right.
And some of you may or may not know, but we were actually approached about taking over Tangled Up in Cichlids. And we've probably talked about this before, but it wasn't the right time because we were trying to purchase that house. You said,
Mike from the Fish Tank Barn said Fat Fish was at the swap he was at today. So tell us some more about that company, kind of what they carry and stuff. That'd be great.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with Tangled Up in Cichlids, go to tangledupincichlids.com.
Yep.
It is a reputable business thanks to Jeff Rapps. And it is, for someone that keeps American cichlids like me, it is the premium, creme of the, what do you say?
Creme de la creme.
Of distributors that have cichlids. So definitely check them out. I'm so excited about Kevin taking over.
Yeah, Tom said, didn't he move to North Carolina?
I thought I was told that he went to Florida, but Tom, trust me, you know more about it than I do, no doubt. So last thing I want to do is I want to kind of go over the schedule, and it's 7:30.
So, I'm sorry, real quick.
No,
Mike
great.
says they had plecos, rainbow fish, and dry goods.
Wow, cool. So definitely look forward to them coming. So we're going to talk about this schedule.
Okay.
This is a tentative schedule because there is another demo that Amber and Joseph are going to be doing. And I can't think of the title of the name. They're going to kill me. But I think it's Tetras, Dark Water Tetras or something of that.
Ooh.
But anyway, 8 to 9 o'clock, final vendor setup. 9 o'clock, market doors open, place doors opens. Then 9 o'clock, there is a member of the Capital Cichlid Association is going to do a demo. Then our guy, Sean Peck Tech, does a demo. Then there's going to be raffles going all the time. 11 o'clock raffle drawing. There's going to be tons, and you know this better than I do, about all the raffles.
Oh, I love raffles. CCA is usually got some really, really great raffle items. From books to dry goods to equipment. They usually come up with some really cool stuff.
So basically what you do is they have raffles all over the place. You buy raffle tickets, you throw them into the stuff that you want, and there'll be certain times where they will pull the tickets to see who won. So that's at AE. You love that stuff. Where's Liz at?
Raffles.
You'd be like,
any event, raffles, silent auctions. I love the thrill of getting a good deal.
yeah. So after raffles, Jessica Winger, Jess Shrimp Granny is going to be doing a demo at 12. 1 o'clock, yet another raffle drawing. 2 o'clock, Lisa from KG Tropicals is going to be doing a demo called, what is it? Something in Elegant. Simple and Elegant. She's going to be doing a demo with Betta Fish.
Okay.
And then 3 o'clock raffle drawings again. Somewhere in there, we're going to have to fit Amber and Joseph in there. And then 5 o'clock, marketplace closes, and that's when the rare fish auction starts.
And if you've never been to CCA's rare fish auction, they've got things I've never seen anywhere else.
Yeah, I was in Fish Tank Barn's live stream, and we talked about that. And I can't, there were some years where they definitely had some stuff I'd never seen before. And then there were other years where I was like, I've seen this before. But I don't know if that's because I had matured as a hobbyist and was more familiar with the stuff or whatever. But
yeah, regardless, this whole day is cram-packed with something for everybody to do.
Absolutely. So, guys, if you haven't gotten registered, get registered. I believe it's only $15 to get into this all-day event. They're going to be speakers, people doing demos, vendors all over the place that you're not going to see anywhere else.
And I don't know about you guys, but fish shopping is really, really fun too.
YouTubers are going to be there. I know Rachel, I've talked to her a little bit. She's really excited about meeting people, but spending some time and actually interacting with them and getting to know them. And I think that's so cool about Rachel. It's not just about the meet and greet. She really wants to meet people and talk to them and see what they're doing in their hobby lives and really share. So I applaud her for that, and I hope all of us will be, when people come talk to us, be spending some meaningful time with people
Well, and I've been seeing a lot of people that I've not met, even in the chat, saying they're going to go. So
Awesome.
I'm really excited about, meeting everybody.
Awesome. 50 people on, 32 likes. Please hit that like button, guys. I appreciate it. I believe that is everything on the Big Fish deal. So, and we're going 7:33. We're going fast. We might get out of here before an hour's up, and that's including the technical difficulties. So we are in our question and answer section, guys. This is where I pull randomly comments, questions from our previous 2 videos, or from other comments that come pop up. Now that we're getting to be a larger channel, more people are starting to see my library, and I get comments on old videos. So I'm starting to bring those into. But this is just our chance to kind of talk about our comments, talk about questions, get any questions that are happening in the chat as well. Now, this past video, I've done 2 videos. One of them was about poor little Minnow, the jaguar fry that got stuck in my canister filter.
And I loved that video. I thought it was so creative and so different. And I really hate that they don't do as well as just, kind of talking about the same things.
I feel that way too. That video took over 7 or 8 days now to get 700 views.
Right.
This latest one that I did on Parachromas has already passed what the last videos did, and this hasn't even been 24 hours
Well,
yet.
that might be because I was in it.
You give me some of that. That's the truth. In fact, in some of these comments, I think someone actually says that.
But, I mean, it's just a shame that the more artistic, creative videos don't do as well.
Speaking of that, we had the premiere for this video, and Swisky Jimmy was actually in watching it, which meant the world to me because I know people don't know this, but out of all the YouTubers out there, I'm sorry, KG Tropicals John, Swisky is my inspiration because he is so good at the cinematic approach to his videos. I love his channel. One of my favorite channels.
Carlos says we need a video of how to vent/sex a 2-inch Novi.
And that would be Liz.
Well, and I don't know about 2-inch though. That may be too small.
Yeah, I agree.
It might have to be a little bigger, but venting is so easy.
Yep.
As long as you know 2 circles female, circle and a V male.
Yeah. I don't know if it's, I'm not going to pick on
What?
you about the Jaguars. You were like, I promise you she's a female. But anyway.
Oh, stop. I'm pretty sure I was still right. I think you're confusing that.
All right. The reason why I have the video thumbnail up right there, the most aggressive Parachromas, and then over to the left, or at least my left, it says American Cichlid Hobbyist. Now, I have this up because American Cichlid Hobbyist is the Facebook page that I go to and that I interact with when it comes to American cichlids. It's a great page. It's run by some of our friends, Joe Burke and Justin Fish. Just want to tell you guys who are on Facebook page who keep American cichlids, definitely check this Facebook page out, American Cichlid Hobbyist. A lot of activity there, so go enjoy it, and I'm going to take that off now.
So Bob is here. He says, I agree. Some channels have the very same format and the very same script week after week. It's really something different is really a good treat. And then, of course, Chris with his smarty pants. I ain't touching that sexing at 2-inch at all.
Chris Biggs.
Yeah, of course.
Biggs actually figured out how to come back over with us? All right, so let's talk about question number 1.
Okay.
And I guess I got to take this thing off because I can't see. Hold on, guys. See, this is why.
Uh-oh, technical difficulty.
Let's see. There we go. Lito Loco, you did a great job, my friend. This is amazing that you found that little guy in the filter. Shows how meticulous you are and how caring you are. Personally, I love the video. Great job. So he's saying the same thing you said as far as that video is concerned. I enjoyed making the video. I thought it was good, but I kind of told Funk and Q when it came out that it's not going to do well.
Right.
Plus, the key to that video, I tried to put in the Hard Knock Life from Jay-Z, so every time you saw it, it would play. And when I did that and uploaded it, it shut my entire video down. I guess Jay-Z does not play with his money because it said it would not be seen worldwide.
Right.
So I was scrambling. Like with 30 minutes to go, I was scrambling, editing the video to take all of that music out. So that kind of hurt the video as well. Anything?
Nope, just a bunch of haze.
Question number 2, Michael Gunderson. That's crazy how the Jaguar made it to the canister. Awesome find for you. Is there any way to put a sponge on the intake? Now, what's funny is I have the intake, and you can't. Can you see it? You can't really see it.
No, they can't see it
well,
there.
There's the camera. They can't really
so it's
see
like
it,
right
but
here.
you can see the sponge right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can. It actually is running through a sponge filter. The problem is it's not tight, so some of those fry were able to get sucked up through there. Moving forward, and we actually talked about doing a better job of getting the fry out and trying to grow them out. We have just about every BAP awards you can have when it comes to the Parachromis and the Amphilophus family. So at this point, when they have fry, we're basically either giving them away or letting them get eaten by the parent, so or used for feeder food for other fish. But that's basically what we're doing with them. Keep going. Juridic. It's 2020. Time to stop that ever so cringy "It's Your Boy" intro. So I guess.
Oh no!
And what's funny to me, I guess I'm not gonna stop. Just so you know, I love getting on there and say, "What's up, guys? It's your boy Scott and King Queen Cichlids." I'm not changing that. I'm 52 years old. I don't care what people say about that. That's how I like to do the intro. But when I read this, I thought his name was Dick, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
it kind of looks like that."
Well, then this name suits him. So
and that's a Captain Spaulding picture there.
Yeah.
And most people would know that from the Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a...
Oh well, life goes on. TM Aquatics, who we just congratulated for having 10,000 subscribers. Watching you tear that canister filter apart remind me why I dislike canister filters so much. Ain't nobody got time for that. He's a lucky little fish. And I agree. I have canister filters on most of these tanks, but I do a really poor job in cleaning them. I might clean them once every 9 months. Go ahead.
So, Carlos, $2, you should add your videos to Amazon Prime.
Really? Is that something you can do?
I never heard of that.
Tell us more about that, Carlos.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So, Tom, thank you for that. Yes, I hate canister filters. It was, and especially putting them back together and making sure everything's sealed up where it doesn't start sprouting water everywhere.
Well, and then sometimes they don't start at all, and they're a nightmare.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I do? Why am I still seeing this one? Oh, okay. Keep going there, kind of.
All right.
All right, because I'm having some technical difficulties.
So, Biggs had asked when you're going to switch over to an automated system for water changes.
I can't. I don't want to because I actually enjoy doing water changes.
Yeah.
I love doing water
changes.
changes.
It's like a calming, relaxing thing for you.
Yeah, and it makes me feel close to the fish. I get to check them to make sure they're healthy, and then I'd like to continue to do my aquascaping stuff.
Right.
So, all right, next one. I still find shrimp in my canister filter, even in a very fine pre-filter. Does the name Minnow come from being deserted on an uncharted canister filter?
Yes, Minnow.
Will there be a Gilligan and a Skipper, and more importantly, a Marianne? It's great how you made this into a little film. Love the sound effects. That is from Catfish Cave. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. You all right over there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is from Guns Are Fun XDM. Your Chancho is breathtaking. Most certainly deserved the award. The finish on him is immaculate. Congratulations and well done.
Yeah, he's a beautiful fish. He's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, Chancho is now in the living room in a 100-gallon cube tank, enjoying the good life as a retired show winner. He retired on top.
That's not to say he might not ever come out of retirement.
Right.
But...
So, next one. Are we good still?
Yes, sir. We are good.
Okay. King, this is from Aqua Rob. Hey, Scott, do you need a heater in your aquarium? All my cichlids are Central and South American cichlids. Now, I thought about this, and that Chris is in the house, so he can help with this. I think because it stays about 71, 72 degrees in here, and that these fish are used to temperature change, that technically we don't have to have heaters in here. I should really think about doing that, but I believe taking the heat out slows them down, changes their metabolism. They're not going to be as hungry, which is yet another plus. But they're also not going to be breeding on a regular basis. Yes.
So Precious basically says we need to bug Scott about finishing the How to Start a Fish Club series because you started it. And then Recon says, can I get your thoughts on the filtration I ordered for my 75? Going to be a planted community. I ordered a large hang on the back rated for 90 gallons and a 40-gallon sponge filter. What are your thoughts?
I think that's, as you always say, you can never over filter. But I think your combination of a hang on the back and a sponge filter for a 75 gallon is fine, especially if you're going to have the plants in there as well, which are going to help with your ammonia and stuff. So
and keep in mind, too, with a large tank that's planted like that, you might want to put some power heads in there just to kind of move the stuff that'll settle on your plants.
Now, we're saying all this without knowing what exactly you're stocking in that 75-gallon tank. If you overstock it, of course, you're going to have problems. But if you maintain a well-balanced tank, it should not be an issue. So let us know what you're going to be putting into it.
So Carlos says most auto water changes do not include gravel vac. Absolutely true.
Yeah. Josh, I just got Jaguars. I was looking at a 135, 150 gallon. In your video, you state you need a 180. Josh, I believe a 135, 150 for the Parachromis Manawins is more than enough. It's I should say more than enough. It is adequate for a forever home, in my opinion. These guys are in a 150. If I said 180, I was probably talking about the Dovii and saying that would be a bare minimum for a Dovii pair. Again, when I say Jaguar Cichlid 6-foot tank, 150 gallons is adequate, I'm keeping a pair, and that's it. That's the only thing in the tank but a pair. So it's not overstocked or anything like that. Just keep that in mind.
So, Recon said he's going to be keeping angelfish and live bearers.
Angelfish and live bearers, very cool. So definitely talk to Aquafunk, who is good with that as well.
Yeah. So my sister just showed up late and missed several videos, Debbie. Nice to see ya.
Good to see you, Debbie. Big says 100%. So is he just agreeing with me, or who knows, Biggs?
I mean, there's a little lag here. Oh, Q just showed up. She says, oh my God, I fell asleep.
Hey, Q. L Boogie, how long are you going to keep that pair of Dovies in the 90-gallon tank? Right now, based on their size, it's adequate for them. However, 6 months to 9 months, they're going to need to be in a 6-foot-long tank. So we're prepared for that. We actually have a tank, an empty 125 that Liz won at the Aquatic Experience, sitting, waiting for us in Lancaster. We just have to pick that up and bring it home.
Right.
And that will probably be a
new home for them until they need a bigger space.
And I guess while we're at it, we need to talk about that. These arowanas, I think I found a new home for them. James from Discus R Us is coming to the Cichlid Club of York.
Yep. So if you're in the area, come join us at the Cichlid Club of York meeting next month.
And he is he does talks on discus, and he's doing a talk on monster fish, which is right up my alley, obviously. And we talk all the time. We play poker. We hang out.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, since you're doing a talk on monster fish, how about you actually get some monster fish? Because all he has is discus right now. And asked him would he be interested in keeping the arowanas, because he has access to even larger tanks than the 300-gallon behind me. He said yes. So it looks like we may be rehoming this arowanas, and I know that bothers you.
No, it's good for them. It's I'll just miss them. That's all.
We're probably going to be getting a bunch of discus in return, which I hope will excite you.
That'll be a whole new adventure for us.
Yeah. So we're going to trade. We're going to give away 2 silver arowanas and maybe get 20 or 30 discus in return and try something new, which is, we've had the arowanas for 2 years now, and they're getting big.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure they have the best life possible. So, the other thing I want to talk about, and I know you're going to be like, you can't believe I'm saying this live. But Liz and I are going to North Carolina in February to see my dad, whose birthday is right after mine. Mine's February 21st, and his is February 22nd. And we do this every year. We go down, we have dinner together, and I grab the bill and pay for everything because my dad is fantastic and has been the best dad in the world to me. But I actually got offered a job offer, and there's very little people that know that. Q Aquatics, who just woke up, is one of the few people who knew about that. I'm not going to go into too many details about it, but it's a pretty cool job. I'm 52, so I got like 10 years left in me as far as before I retire, and it's about fish and fish farms and helping someone in North Carolina distribute his fish, get customers, take care of his store, promote, and I'm kind of excited about it. I know that more than likely I probably won't take the job because I'm not a big risk taker, and I make a really good salary, and they're really going to have to offer me something amazing for me to take the job. But the thing that holds over my head is that I moved to here. I moved to Pennsylvania based on a job, thinking that I was going to move back home in a year or two. I've been here for 12 years, and I miss my family.
Yeah.
I miss my daughters very much. And my parents are getting older, and it's time for me to come home and be there for them. So that would be the key to me to say yes and take a risk on a job, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll keep everyone posted.
So I have a few questions that have been passed through here. Sugar. Scott, Tom says, do you still have the sturgeon? And we do. We still have the sturgeon.
And what's working out so well with him, Tom, is because he's a cold water fish.
Right.
We have him out in the garage, and he's loving life out there in the cold. As long as you give him lots of aeration, he's doing fabulous out there. Growing fast. Uh-oh.
My battery died.
Probably got wine in that, too.
Stop. So, Recon also says, stop by the house and have a beer with me on your way through North Carolina.
Definitely will do that.
Michael says, do you have any sump setups in your fish room?
I do not have any sump setups in my fish room. I do highly recommend them for large tanks. We do have a couple of sumps out in the garage that are not connected that will probably sell at some point.
Right.
I can't even imagine what's in our basement downstairs, but yeah. Daniel Spellman, Spellman, no, I said it right. I forgot to add, beautiful video. I kept Amphilophus, but you've inspired me to try Parachromis in the new 240 gallon I'm setting up.
Always
So,
inspiring people.
Daniel, that is awesome. Let me know what you're putting in there. I'm super excited for you and can't wait to hear about it. So that's awesome.
So Debbie asks how I feel about the possible move. I'm good for anything. You know, where you go, I'll go.
Well, I mean, we just can't up and go. I mean, we have to consider Corbin, where he's at in school. We can't just... I at this point, I would not pull Corbin out of a situation where he's doing well.
So JJR says taking consulting position.
Oh, yeah?
With the job. And, Carlos says if you get the job, you will never retire.
Oh, and I wouldn't, because this is my dream job. I would love to continue working in fish. I've been offered jobs before, but again, without divulging what I make, it's just...
Right.
I make a pretty good salary. All right, Daryl Shields. Can't wait to meet you in Gaithersburg, bro. Daryl, I can't wait to meet you. So definitely come check us out at the table. We'll hang out. We'll talk fish. And that's all I want. I just want to meet some people, talk fish, and just have a good time,
So Melvin says, hey, Scott and Liz, welcome in 2020 on May 9th, the new power couple, the love team, or will you keep them out of your spotlight because they remember make friendship with the Dorez love team?
You talking about Melvin?
Yes. Melvin, we would never ignore you.
We love you, Melvin. Daniel, again, I thought the Parachromis lazella is now known as the Parachromis frederici, and what was previously the Parachromis frederici is now known as the Parachromis multifasciatus. Jesus, what are you saying to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Tom just did a little shout out about for the Northeast people. May 30th is the BCAS auction.
I am sorry, Tom. You did remind me to say that. And we go every year, and it is a blast every year. Last year we went with Michael's Fish Room. We had a blast. Ted Coletti was there. Thank God Tom was there because they almost kicked us out of that
Oh my
auction.
god, it was so funny.
It was out of control. We actually spent the night, had a great time.
Yeah.
As far as this question, yes, the Lazellite and the Frederick Salii have been paired up. As far as the Frederick Salii being called the Multifasciatus, I'm not aware of that.
Yeah.
Chris Biggs is in the house, so
Maybe he would know.
last time I was at the part of the ACA, which was not too long ago, all I knew was that they had grouped the Lazellite with the Frederick Salii, saying they're both the same cichlids, which I don't agree with, but I have no say in that. I see a extreme difference between the two. Rico, stop.
Come on, buddy.
Where are we at? Oh my God, it's 7:54.
Oh, that went fast.
Yeah, well, it didn't help. All right, Jim Will, would you ever fill one of your big tanks with a large planted schooling fish?
I think we would.
We've
Yes.
talked about this, actually. There's a 180 in my office that we've talked about repeatedly about making it a planted tank and putting some schooling fish. We've had the pleasure of being in Rachel O'Leary's fish room. She has a 150-gallon
So beautiful.
tank that is aquascape beyond belief with some of the coolest schooling fish and community fish. It's amazing.
Right.
So, yes. Having people like that around inspires you to do stuff like that. You're smiling from ear to ear.
Well, Biggs, Biggs being Biggs. You guys should get married finally on a live feed. While still as wearing people's questions, of course, it's been 3 years since that talk. Make it happen.
You're making me sweating here. And Candy, do we have someone coming behind us? I assume that we do. Let us know.
And then JH Aquatic says, you two ready for the big fish deal?
We are, and we were just talking about you and Amber doing your demo, so we're looking forward to seeing you. It's so cool to have like these couples now. There's Lisa and John, there's Joseph and Amber, there's us, Primetime Aquatics and his wife. It's really Melvin and his girl now. It's really cool to see couples being together. Speaking of which why I love Q's Aquatics video so much. Johnny Bag of Donuts did a video for her, and it was absolutely just the sweetest thing I've ever seen from a really tough dude. I mean, it was really cool to see him express his feelings for Q by doing that video for her. So that was awesome.
So Lori Vanker says we will be in Gaithersburg. That is her birthday weekend.
Awesome.
So
come say hi to us. Let's talk.
Chris says, I am ordained. I can make this happen.
Did Candy say anything about anyone coming behind us?
No one scheduled.
No one's scheduled, so we might go a little longer. Okay.
So Big says, Daniel is correct on the new naming of the Parachromis. Loiseli lost his fish. But is it the Parachromis multifasciatus or is it the Parachromis...
So Chris, you're saying that now the Lazellii is called the Frederick Salii, and the Frederick Salii is now called the Multifasciatus. Okay, cool.
So Thirsty says Mrs. Rabbit did some filming the other day that was cool.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Power couples are taking over this.
Yeah. Richard Robinson had a pair of Dova in my 220 with other monsters. When they tried to breed, male destroyed most of my fish, except for the huge Midas. Had to get rid of them. Yeah, and this is something that John Straczynski used to tell me all the time.
Right.
Even though I had, a pair that was doing well with other fish, the moment they start to breed, all hell's breaking loose. So that's why you see in my tanks a single pair.
It always fascinated me how, oh shoot, and I forget his name. I lost it that quick.
Give me a clue.
Jim Cummings.
Yes.
How he could have all these different species breeding in these tanks.
Yeah.
And we can't do that.
Well, and Jim Cummings, again, we're talking about channels you need to go to. Jim Cummings, Cichlids, check him out. He's an expert breeder, expert in the hobby, but he does Madagascar fish and South American fish. He does a lot of them together in the same tank, and somehow he's got the magical touch. They all breed and have their territories and coexist with each other. It's really something to see.
It is really neat.
If you ever get a chance to hear him talk, definitely check it out. He is a wealth of knowledge. Really good dude.
There's some talk here with Amber and JH Aquatics
married.
talking about putting a ring on it.
Woo! Put a ring on it.
I think she meant a phone call though.
Oh.
And he said ring on it.
All right, Peter, King Queen, I must say that this was my favorite video you've done. Thank you. I love the way you organize the content by species and specific care. So thank you very much for that, Peter.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good video. Not being biased because I was on it, but you know.
Yeah, well, as you heard Funk say in the voice video.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody ain't got a girl they can pimp out like that.
And I'd like to know, Funk, how you think he's pimping me out, buddy?
Vanestras. I agree with you guys. Parachromas are awesome. I have a male jag, and I just love him. He's beautiful, and he's getting big. Best Wishes from the UK. What is up in the UK? We're almost done here with these questions.
So, Dovai lovers, TP, I'm on a break from work, and as soon as I hear from your last video about the Dovai cichlids, and also that you are live, I tell you something, you stole the show and left out the other YouTube channels.
Oh, really?
Well, that's nice.
Michael Levisque. Bro, you killed it. Guest appearance featured Liz. What?
Michael, he's so funny.
Michael who?
Levisque.
Oh. Yeah, you did kill it, baby. You were awesome. And let me tell you, it is always nice to have you in a video. It doesn't always work out just like this live stream was going down quick, but I really think God intervened and said, let me cut the power off. Let me give these two 5 seconds to work it out and then get back on screen.
Oh my
and
gosh.
It was exactly what we needed. So thank you, God, or whoever that made that happen. Let's see. I can't even read this thing.
No.
Here we go. Yeah, so true. Not all specimens go by their name. Not only with Dovais, also with Jags. Personally, my male 11-inch Jag is quite mellow, whereas his son or daughter at 3 inches is a mini tank buster. So it's not possible to tell how a singled-out specimen will turn out to be.
Right.
A friend of mine also owns a Dovai who doesn't follow the reputation of its species. And we were talking about, just because it's a Dovai doesn't mean it's going to be,
because we had that
crazy
super
like this.
shy
Oh my
Dovai.
God, you could not walk by his tank.
He would cower in fear almost.
He was so skittish. It was terrible.
So Big says 2 weeks from now, he will be spending 2 days with Dan at Cichlids of Americas.
Oh.
He says Scott has no idea how amazing his place is. New World Paradise.
You are absolutely right. And I'm sure you're going to be taking footage.
Yeah.
Please do. I have met Dan once. 2015 ACA, something like that. One of the ACAs I met him. He's a great guy. I would love to check out his place, but we're going to Tangled Up with Cichlids in a month or so we're looking forward to that as well. Last thing we got here is I have Liz. I just got inspired.
What?
I got inspired by something that Q said in her video, and she said how touched she was that her man showed interest and support of her hobby.
Right.
And I started thinking, man, am I like the luckiest dude ever? Because not only is the love of my life my best friend, but she's also awesome when it comes to fish. I mean, she's right there with me, if not beyond me, when it comes to stuff.
No, you're way better at it than I am.
But it's just awesome. So I put some pictures up of just how cool Liz is. Like this one top left, and she's gorgeous.
Oh,
and John and I, KG Tricoles, were talking about this, and we do this to each other all the time. We talk every other day, and I'm like, damn, dude, we're lucky. He's like, you got Lisa, I got Liz. He's like, yeah, man, we are some lucky because you're hot. Both of y'all are hot.
Oh,
both of y'all are so knowledgeable when it comes to fish. And we are the beneficiary of that because we love fish as well.
Right.
And Joseph and Amber, yet another power couple. I mean, it's just great. So top left, that is Liz there with some really, and we don't talk about your planet skills. No. I mean, you do some beautiful tanks in there.
Yeah, that was when we had the setup in the fish room.
Yep. But you still have some great nano setups in the kitchen. And then over to the right, you will see Liz, and this is what happens. I mean, she does this. She'll go and she'll pet the Chancho, and it's just really cool as a man to be like, yeah, my girl's in here touching fish and chilling out and enjoying it, and it's a really cool thing to have.
Oh, thank you, babe.
So other things other things that's cool as a man
Oh God,
that
what?
loves you. I mean, like when there's
Oh, look how skinny I was.
you know, shit drops behind a tank, or you're trying to get the electrical cord, my fat ass can't get it, but my baby can get in there, and let me tell you, the view is fine from there. So
Stop.
I'm pretty sure after you got out of there, we weren't doing any fish stuff the rest of the day.
Oh my God.
What's the next picture I have?
Oh my Lord.
Here is Liz and I competing in a
Oh, that was so fun.
Aquascape contest. I was talking crap from the minute the contest started. I'm taking you down and this and that. And of course, I think you came in like second place, and I wasn't even in contention at all.
That was
but
so much fun, though. We did a lot of smack talking
Yeah.
before we went to the convention.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is from the NEC convention. Such a great, it's like the United Nations of all the clubs in the
Yeah.
Northeast area. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to have a convention this year. I've been talking to
Oh.
Leslie and Ted, and there's a lot of, and Tom's on.
Yeah.
There's some trouble going on with finding a hotel and etc. So I'm going to be really disappointed.
That's my favorite event of the year.
It's a favorite event, and this was going to be Leslie and Tom's swan song. This is going to be their last, showing as chairs. So
Right.
I was definitely going to be there. So it's going to be sad if they're not there and if we can't go. So
Right.
every now and then, though, like when we do videos,
Mm-hmm.
I do make Liz look like this.
Oh my God. There are some pictures that you put up that I'm like, oh my God. Why?
I can
Why do you
make her
hate
look
me?
like that.
Why do you
Yeah.
hate me so much?
I love you. And then when I make you look like that, you do this to me.
Now that I prefer.
I'm sure you do. Knock the crown right off the top of my head.
Oh my gosh.
And then I come to my senses and I say, you know what? She's the boss. We're going to do whatever you want to do.
Oh Lord.
But I love you very, very much.
I love you too.
And thank you so much for being a part of my life. I mean, you make life so much better. So,
Yes, I do.
again, I don't know if anyone's put Aquafunk's link up lately, but we are.
Yep. And actually, I wanted to double check that link to see where we're at real quick. So go ahead, keep going.
We're still at
at
760,
760,
guys. So please, if you have anything, you can, even if it's change equals up to dollars, guys. Don't be embarrassed what you
Yeah.
put on there. You can put down a nom. You don't even have to put your name on there. Even if it's 50 cents, if it's $1, send what you can.
Right.
We
Or
all
share
will
the link.
Share the link. Watch his videos so he gets playtime.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that can generate money for him, it would be great, and we greatly appreciate it. That about wraps up. Where are we at?
We are at 8:06. We went over our time.
Yep.
There's still 69 people sitting in here with us.
Well, does anyone have any questions for us? Talk to me about what
Neil say this is better than a Richard Gere movie. I don't know. Pretty Woman was a pretty great movie.
Time of my life.
That's Patrick Swayze.
And is it?
Yeah.
What song is? Is that
Dirty Dancing.
What am I thinking about when he comes and picks her up?
Pretty Woman.
No, I'm thinking about the Officer and the Gentleman.
Oh, I
What is
love
that song?
that.
What's the song that plays when he comes picks her up out of the factory?
I forget, but I love that scene.
Oh my God. All right, guys. So tell us what's going on in your fish lives. What is
Let's
going
see.
on?
Elizabeth says, thank you for all your kindness. Funk's family needs to move quickly so his girls have a healthier place to live in the same school district. Absolutely.
We're going to get to a more personable. There we go.
Oh,
So,
hey, there we are.
there we are.
Rick Salva says, you two are an amazing couple. Mikey M says, it must have been love, question mark.
And it's the song. It must have been love.
No.
But it's over now.
That was in Pretty Woman, though, not in
Oh, that
Officer and
was.
Gentleman.
What is that song?
So, Q says,
Up
my
Where We
Oscar
Belong?
attacked me.
Where the eagles fly. Is that the song?
Love lifts us up where we belong.
Yeah, see? All right. So, I don't know what to say.
So, Noelle McLaughlin is here.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Daddy, me and the boys have been watching. Pretty cool.
Oh, my daughter's on. I
And
really am going to cry
grandbabies.
right now. Oh
Aw.
my God. I love you so much, Noelle. Thank you so
That
much
is
for being
so great
on
that
here.
you guys are here.
I will be there soon, baby. Daddy misses you so much. And I
Aw.
can't believe she's on. That's going to tear me up. I love you, baby, so much. I'll be home soon. And we'll talk about this job and everything. I know I got you kind of excited about possibly coming home. I love you, babe. So,
Aw. Well, to lift that up a little bit, Funk says, Scott, it was Baby Got Back.
baby got back on the. No, it wasn't Funk. Oh my God, my daughter's online. If I could get
That
Noelle,
threw you for a loop. I
I
know it
did.
did.
I love her so much. I love all my daughters so
Oh,
much.
wouldn't it be great if we could get them all up here and do a live video together?
Yeah, so it'd be great if I got the job of my life down there.
I know, Al. She
So
says
what
we
do
love
people
you too.
think about possibly me going into the fish business? I mean,
I think you would kill it. You would.
I don't, but
I think it's
dang
think
it,
you're
Noelle, I hate you. God, jeez.
Oh,
It sucks to have family you care about so much
far away.
that are so freaking
Yeah.
far away. It sucks. It
Yeah.
really does, and I don't show it and talk about it a lot, but it freaking sucks, man. It's like
I know. I wish they would all just come up and move into this house and we'd all be crammed into one
things
place.
go on,
I would
and
love
you
that.
can't help. You can help, but you can't
You can't be
Anybody
there.
can throw freaking money and say here,
Right.
But you can't be
You
there
can't be there to
to.
hold, to hug, to work
Let's get off
through.
this subject, please.
Aw.
Anyway,
So everybody says about you being in the fish business, it would be great getting paid to do what you love. What could be better?
here's the other angle I was thinking about. It could, depending on my growth as a YouTuber, I could be doing spots, YouTube
Yeah.
stuff from that location,
Absolutely.
which generates funds as well. And let me say this: as we're on, we all YouTubers get paid like on the 23rd. It wasn't anything that's gonna buy me a car or anything,
Right.
but I had a nice month, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys who watch our videos, who give super chats. It means the world to us. Don't be under the illusion that I'm loaded, because I'm not. I mean,
No.
Funkin' and Q can tell you this. I accidentally paid a bill, the entire bill,
Right.
when I was only trying to pay like $100 of it. And the next thing I know, I hit accept, and a large chunk of my money that I hadn't planned on leaving left. So, believe it or not, that little money that came in from YouTube was a huge help. You just don't know.
Right.
Hug
So
and
everybody's offering you hugs and
I know it,
and
guys.
love.
You don't get to see that side of me, but my daughters, I crumble. I mean, I'm a tough, ornery old bastard, but when it comes to my daughters, and I'm getting it again, damn it,
so
I love them so much. I really do.
now, okay. My sister just said she wants a big D tank top like yours with a big old smiley face. Does this still look like a man's part on my shirt? And if so, you can order that from Chris Multi-Tank Addiction. Send my sister
definitely
this
check 'em
t-shirt.
out.
But is that what you mean? Does this look like that?
That's what you told me. Remember,
Oh
and
my
those
God.
girls at Rudders said that's what they thought. Okay, on to the next thing. Hey, Amber. Yeah, not being able to hug and see other people you love regularly is a sad feeling. LLS, this house is really big and lonely without my guy here. Oh, Amber, I'm so happy that you and Joseph are working things out and they're going to be great together. Scott, you're making me cry. Hell, Noelle was making me cry. It's not my fault. Tough should be in the quote, Scott.
Tough should be in quotes.
Oh, man. So we're just hanging out. I haven't talked about Chris Biggs. Chris Biggs in the house. Definitely check him out. He has risen fast. I mean, I'm not sure what his count is, but he's well over 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure in less
He
than
should
6
be
months.
way more. Yeah, he'll be way more than that.
Yeah,
Everybody loves Biggs.
and then Rachel and I were talking about, we were having this, and it was a private talk, but, influence as YouTubers at events. I feel kind of somewhat guilty that now events seem to prosper if YouTubers are there. It's something
Right.
I got to battle with because I was brought up, and Chris knows this, and he was the same way. We're brought up in clubs and meeting speakers and learning from the very best. And now it seems that the events now have to have the presence of YouTubers to kind of have those events prosperous.
It's a shame.
I'm torn, and Rachel had some great words, and that was a private conversation between me and her, and she really made me understand that it is a good and it's a bad thing, and that's why she said the moments when, like at Big Fish Deal, when people come,
Right.
she's gonna take that time to really spend some quality time with people and build some relationships and talk, and she's an incredible woman, and the reason why I brought her up is because I was like, Chris is very similar to Rachel. The knowledge, the pedigree, has been out on the field. So if you haven't checked out, long story short, if you haven't checked out Chris, Mad Aquarius, woo, Biggs, I'm telling you, my daughter has messed me up. What is this? It's Chris Mad what?
All right.
I can't even think about it. Mad Aquarius Biggs. Jesus. Sorry, Chris. My daughter messed me up. Definitely go check him out. He has some great information.
So Chris says, I agree wholeheartedly with Rachel. The world's changing, and it really is.
And that was her point. We have to change along with it.
Yeah.
Clubs, events, all have to change with what's going on now.
Absolutely.
This is where it's at. So if you want to be profitable and if you want to promote, this is the way it has to be done right now. And some of our older, and I consider myself a dinosaur.
Oh.
Some of the older guys with a wealth of knowledge just aren't ready for that, to start getting on social media. I mean, Can you see a Dr. Paul Ezell on social media?
No.
And it's a shame because he is so knowledgeable, but we probably will never have him on film, and it's a sad, Rosario.
Yep.
I mean, the wealth of his knowledge, and we don't have that on film unless Chris knows. Does Rosario have any videos out or anything? Love you, peeps. I'm humbled.
So Big Renzo says he needs this blue wrench.
I got you, Big Renzo. You gonna start coming on a regular basis?
Loiseli is on Facebook, but not YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
That's what Big said.
Okay, cool. So, how many people we still have on? 66?
67.
What did you guys have to eat? Because I'm starting to get
starving.
What did y'all have to eat today? Because
I'm hungry.
Maybe that'll let us know what we're going to go eat.
I mean, come on, right? Tom said earlier we should have just ordered Chinese.
But I've been
You've
eating.
had a Chinese. I have not.
Tom, we have a really nice Chinese restaurant from my job, and this entire week I was eating Chinese for lunch.
So, I was just going to
say
that. Father Fish is all in the media. He has so much to share, and he is 79. And there are people like that, though, but it's a personality thing. Like, people who are willing to get in front of the camera to talk and to be silly or do the educational things. Some people just aren't willing to change with the times, period.
Yeah.
They have no interest in it.
Chris says Rosario, no, just books and his incredible mind. So if you guys, and this saddens me when I talk to people and they have no idea who Rosario. It just makes me crazy. I'm like, oh my God, he's one of the forefathers of this hobby. It's like, I talk about Juan Miguel. People don't know who Juan Miguel is, and I'm like, oh my God. And Rack River Life in his live stream on Thursday. And let me say this, check out River Life Tuesday because he always drops a new video. And then Thursday he has a live stream following KG Tropicals. He calls it Chum. He puts a chum out and he said, what's changed in the last 50 years in our hobby? And there was a lot of great comments about Google having all the information in the world in the palm of your hand. When back in the day, we used to have books. We used to read. I remember at the ACA back in the early 70s, 80s, they would pass cassette tapes around with people, taking notes and pass it from hobbyist to hobbyist so people would learn about the things that were going on in different fish rooms.
Well, and Tom said Rosario recently had another book published.
Did he really?
That's what he said.
That man's amazing. I mean,
and that's it. History is important, says JH. I mean, it's written down. But people don't read anymore. They do audiobooks.
How old is Rosario? Does anyone know? I get picked at a lot at work because I don't miss a lot of days because I don't get sick that much. When I get sick, it's really sick, and I always tell people it's because I accidentally swallowed the fish water, and
Oh
it
my
makes
God.
me and it makes me healthy. It's like
Fish tube mixtapes.
All right, I still have not seen anyone say anything about what they ate. So now,
Michelle says, how long does the live stream go for? Just got here. Well, we normally live stream from 7 to 8. We're actually going over just because there's nobody else live streaming right now.
yeah.
And y'all were still here.
I'm surprised Fish Room Fever, you don't want to jump on. Nobody wants to jump on live. This time next week, we won't be on, but the Super Bowl's coming, so...
So Mikey M says, what is the price for a young Mesoherius ornatus in the U.S.? Here they cost approximately $30 when and if available. We don't see them much here. Yeah.
Yeah. I like saltwater. A little saltwater's good for you. That's right, J.H. Rob, you still in the house, man? What is up? So good to see you.
So everybody's had tacos and Mexican tonight for the most part.
I would love some.
Homemade Mexican.
Rosario
tacos.
is 90 years old, Tom. Are you
Wow.
serious? That is amazing. Who else makes me think? What is...
Oh, Fish Fever says he's scheduled for 8:45 so as not to bump into you.
You want to set it at 8:30, buddy? Because 11 minutes you can have it.
And we's getting hungry.
We's
Saltwater
getting
and
hungry.
tacos.
Guys, we really appreciate you coming out. Sorry for the mess up. Good thing was I knew it was coming and we had a plan B. So, 67 people on. I do appreciate that. And we'll probably delete the first one and leave this one up.
Well, and somebody said earlier, do not delete the first one and leave it for the viewing content.
Okay.
So, and then just a quick update. Father Fish needs six more.
Come on, guys. There's 69 people in the house. Go to Fish Father's channel and subscribe, please.
Right.
Let's get them to 1,000. Ginger Graves, what is up? Been lurking. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Oh, $10, Big Renzo. Love what y'all doing. Facts.
I appreciate you, my man. NGS had a birthday cake for Rosario, 90th last year. Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
I hope I'm doing that well at 90 years old.
I have to say this. I have never done a job that I've like to go to work every day. I go to work every day. I have I enjoy my job because of the people that I work with. Like, I've seen a lot of these guys, younger guys, come up. I've been to their weddings. I've been at when their childs have been born and stuff. Those things I've enjoyed. But the job in general, it hasn't been a job where I've every day I'm so excited about going into work.
Well, and I think there's a few things with this new opportunity. You'll be close to family, which is great. You'll be doing something you love, but will the something you love turn into something you don't love by doing all these fine little details?
That's such a and I don't know what I'm walking into.
Right.
I have no idea what I'm walking into, but
Absolutely.
we'll find out and we'll take it from there. I can't even believe I spilt the beans on that one.
I'm not surprised. So Dr. Black said, was wondering about the buffering. Sat in on the first one, was wondering why no one was chatting.
Sorry about that. I guess it was our turn.
Technical difficulties.
We've gone a year and a half now of live streaming without any issues.
All right, so Chris is getting snippy. Answer my question, please. How well do you think my Red Devil would do at the ACA show? From Chris Multi-Tank Addiction.
Chris, I think if you're seriously considering taking him, take him out of the tank now. Put him in a single tank so he gets no damage, no fin. I'm telling you, even a scale missing will take you out of the running.
Yes.
Chris Biggs, I keep talking about Chris Bigg, has an incredible video about how he judged the fish at the Keystone Clash.
Right.
That is the video that should be viral at this point for those of us who show fish, because he goes into detail about what judges look for. Any sort of, fin missing, fin's not the right length, if anything will rule your fish out. So I always take my fish out 6 months or so before the event to make sure they're in their own tank, bare bottom tank, believe it or not, and just make sure they're healthy as hell.
That's the only time we'll do a bare bottom tank. And Chris says he is in a tank all by himself.
Then, buddy, I'm going to go. Did you say you just put a video up? I'm going to go to your live stream and check him out again. I really haven't taken it. It's hard to look at a fish through the video and
be able to
because you
tell,
can't
right.
tell any scales. Like,
and that's when you need to get in there, Chris, with your flashlight and really check.
yeah, Antonio fish Thor,
Ah.
who I thought was immaculate, and I was right in front of his freaking tank.
Right.
Came in third place to my Chanto, and I still question that. I mean, because
Well, and they said because he was missing scales.
and see, and I shouldn't say I just question that because Mark De Niro and Mo, who I know are judges and good judges, and obviously they know what they're looking at. But at the time, I couldn't see what they saw.
Right.
Maybe that's why they're judges and I'm
and
not.
we're not. So thank you, Ginger Grapes, for the $10. Best wishes, Scott. If the job is right for you and your family, I hope you get it. And it.
See, here's the thing. I have a lot of money built up in 401k.
Well, that's another thing. You're leaving your retirement fund. You're leaving your insurance.
It's listen, like for the next 8 to 10 years, I know my job is set.
Secure. Yeah, they're not going to get rid of you.
Well, anything can happen. But I'm just saying, I feel pretty comfortable at my job. I've been there for 13 some years now. They recruited me out of North Carolina.
Right.
That's how I left my family. Noelle was living. Noelle was living in my house when I got offered the job.
Right.
And I still remember to this day sitting down and talking to her and saying, "Sweetheart, I have to take this opportunity. You're going to have to move back with your mom and stuff." And that was such a difficult situation. And then when it came time for me to leave, we all went out. I think we went to Carowinds or to the beach or something. I don't know if Noelle's still on or not, but we went somewhere as a family and spent time together, all the girls, and
Right.
it was tough, man. It was really tough. So it would be great to get back home. It really would. You can transfer your 401k. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I certainly can. There'll be some penalties with me taking it out. I'm not sure to what degree, but yes, you're absolutely right. I think if I transferred it to some CDs, I don't lose as much. But I got a guy that's good with money that kind of deals with my stuff.
So Zen says, "Oh no, if Scott cries, we're all
I
gonna
know
cry."
this is like the second
And
time ever on live stream I've cried. It's bad.
it's hard when you see this big, bad, strong man start to turn to jello. That is
It
hard.
sucks. It sucks, and I'm sure I'll be in some troll video with me crying. So
Yes.
whatever.
Screw it. So Imprecious says, leaving stability for the unknown. That's heavy. Follow your gut. And it is. It's hard to leave stability.
And here's the thing: I did that when I came here.
Right.
You know, I left my home. I left the job. My beautiful daughter that was been staying with me. I left because it was a chance of a lifetime. It was almost
Right.
double the salary I was making at the current time.
Right.
And at the time, the plan was for the company I worked with to buy the company I was actually working for. So I was basically going to Pennsylvania to learn their business and then take it back to North Carolina. That was
Right.
how it was.
I mean, it's not what happened.
It's not what happened to me.
Well,
I came up there. They paid for everything. They even paid for where I lived. They said, "Scott, the plans have changed,
Right.
but we're going to pay for you to stay wherever you want to stay for as long as you stay." And then for 2 years, they took care of my pay. And then eventually I decided to get my own place because I didn't actually love the place I was living, which was stupid because now I wish I could go back and have them paying my stuff. But
Right.
you guys don't care about this stuff. I'm sorry. This is a fish channel.
So Big says, I'm not doing as well as Rosario at 50, LOL.
Chris, you look great at 50.
And you're running a small farm and you're fishing.
I was watching you at the Ohio Fish Rescue diving in those tanks and
gosh.
feeding those fish. I'm like, that's my dude. Tatted up like a badass. I'm like, Chris is and you have speaking of beautiful wives, your wife is beautiful as well and so young looking. You guys are a great couple as well. So
and behind you says, as far as food goes, Greek tonight, and that would be great. But I love Greek food, but there's nowhere that does Greek near us.
I know, but what does he got? Read that out. It's
Lamb salviaki beef with onions, chicken, and potato, garlic sauce topped with pita bread.
You put the 401k in an IRA with no penalty. I did when I retired.
Huh.
You would probably be the first person I reached
You
out to,
would
Tom.
ask. Tom is so knowledgeable.
And he's a success. Period.
So Graves says it's a people channel, not just fish. That's why we are the Fish Fam, and there's truth to that.
Again, and speaking of Fish Fam, again,
Aquafunk.
Aquafunk, help them out as much as you can, please. We appreciate that. There are some other GoFunds out there, Pams and Candies. Please put those up, mods, if you can. We definitely want to help everyone out. You know, we're excited about Joseph finally coming stateside and being with Amber, and that's going to be awesome as well. And it's just cool. It's just our family's growing, and I felt great at AE, last AE. I just felt like we all connected. No one had an ego. We were all just having a good time. Great. And I really felt, that was the first time I really felt like, all right, this is really something I'm into.
Right.
And and it felt like family. So, and largely because, and I have to say this, KG Tropicals, who has been a huge contributor to our channel. I mean, our growth rate has to reflect a lot of what John's been doing.
Right. And
Lisa. I mean, he shouted us out. Thanks to Q Aquatics, she let me know that John shouted us out at his last live stream, trying to help us get to 5,000 subscribers. He's done a lot for River Life. He's done a lot for Q. He's done a lot for all of us. So we definitely appreciate John and Lisa and the fact that they're such a huge channel, but still reach back, which is all I'm about. You know, I'm about that life. Like, when you get, the higher you get, you want to reach back to those people that have supported you and bring them along with you. So I admire that about John and Lisa greatly. It is 8:29, guys. I know you got to be tired of me talking. Plus, we are hungry. And we might get hangry, and we don't want that. So I'm going to shut us down. Thank you guys so much for joining our nonsense. It wasn't the greatest live stream. We'll do better next time, I promise. But I think it was a lot of fun, and we really appreciate you guys. So talk to you later, and we're signing off.
Bye.
Bye-bye.